Welcome to News Decoded, Dark Corners, the channel that exposes hidden truths without fear or favoritism. I am with you today to reveal a shocking investigation that may change everything you thought you knew about Jeffrey Epstein's final hours. If this is your first visit to our channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive our latest exclusive investigations. And if you like the content, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion matters to us. Tonight we dive deep into 10 hours of previously unavailable CCTV footage from the night Jeffrey Epstein died. The Department of Justice officially concluded that nothing suspicious happened surrounding his death. But for those of us who have been following this story, that conclusion raises more questions than answers. Back in 2019, we were told that no CCTV footage was captured. That was the official line. Now we have access to this footage, and what we discovered will surprise you. Let me walk you through what really happened during those critical hours, minute by minute, based on my analysis of this exclusive footage. We will compare it to the official timeline from 2019 and see if the story holds up. At 7:49 in the evening, we see Jeffrey Epstein returning after meeting with his attorney. He appears in the orange jumpsuit, walking with a brisk pace ahead of the correctional officer. There is another officer walking behind them. What immediately stands out is his interaction with the security officer. They are clearly talking and engaging with each other. This gives us our first glimpse into his mental state during those final hours. The footage shows Epstein being led to a prison cell located in an area that becomes crucial to understanding the rest of our investigation. This positioning helps us track all movements throughout the night and verify the official timeline. At 10 o'clock, they were supposed to check on Jeffrey Epstein. The area we need to focus on is the correctional officer's station. This is where we should see movement if checks are happening. At exactly 10 o'clock, nobody is moving. However, around 10:30, we see a correctional officer beginning to move toward what they call the Jeffrey Epstein tier. So far, this matches the official report. No check at 10, but activity at 10:30. But here is where things get interesting. One of the key claims in the official timeline is that nobody walked into that area again between 10:30 and 6:33 when his body was found. However, the footage shows people moving back and forth to that general area throughout the night. This directly contradicts the official narrative of complete abandonment. We were told that security guards were sleeping and neglecting their duties. But at 10:38, we see correctional officers walking off camera in the general direction of where Jeffrey Epstein was being held. At midnight, when another check was supposed to happen, we see guards moving around, alert and awake. They are walking toward the general vicinity of Epstein's cell area. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, officers are getting up and walking around. They are not asleep as repeatedly claimed in the official timeline. While there is a gap of about 2 hours starting around 1:03, where we see less activity, the portrayal of guards sleeping all night is simply not accurate based on this footage. At 3:14, we see someone walking toward the inmates area again. The official report claims they did not do any of the required counts, but they are clearly walking in that direction. Did they simply sign documents claiming they did head counts without actually looking? This behavior pattern is puzzling and raises serious questions about what really happened. Now I want to show you something particularly intriguing. We see a correctional officer approaching room 46 multiple times during the night. On her first visit, she appears hot, dabbing sweat from her face. But watch what happens on her second visit hours later. She talks to another officer at the station, lifts the phone to get buzzed in, but then does something unusual. She points in a specific direction while talking. Based on the layout, this direction appears to be toward Jeffrey Epstein's cell area. What makes this more curious is what happens next. After pointing in that direction, she looks up at the camera, then looks back at the camera again. She did not do this during her first visit. This behavior change is noteworthy and raises questions about what conversation was taking place. Another detail that caught my attention: the extreme temperature differences. One officer is sweating and dabbing her forehead due to heat, while another officer appears later wearing a hood because it seems cold. These extreme variations suggest either significant climate control issues or different comfort levels among staff. At 6:31, just 2 minutes before the official discovery time of 6:33, we see the expected response. Guards are moving around, an alarm system is activated, and people begin scrambling in the area we now know contained Jeffrey Epstein's cell. What this footage reveals is a significant gap between the official narrative and what actually happened that night. While the Department of Justice concluded nothing suspicious occurred, This CCTV evidence shows ongoing activity, interactions, and movements that were not included in the original timeline provided to the public. The question we must ask is simple. If nothing suspicious happened, why were we initially told this footage did not exist? Why do the official reports not mention the numerous instances of guard activity throughout the night? And what was the content of those conversations we witnessed but cannot hear? This was our investigation today on NewsDecoded, Dark Corners. We hope we have provided you with important information that deserves to be known and discussed. What do you think about these discrepancies between the official timeline and the actual footage? Do you believe the public deserves complete transparency about what happened that night? Share your thoughts in the comments below the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit the notification bell to get our new investigations first. And if you liked the investigation, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and see you in a new investigation. Truth fears no light.